From an atom to Earth to the solar system, from RNA to DNA to unicellular life to the most complex form of matter, the human brain. It is this trained human mind which creates our strategic departments, universities and industrial R&D units. For seeding and creating new scientific knowledge, both trained manpower and infrastructure need to be nourished, nurtured, maintained at all times, reinvented. The future belongs to those who make friends with science, was the axiom that the nascent democratic India followed after its independence. As early as 1958, the Parliament of India passed a groundbreaking resolution, generally known as the Scientific Policy Resolution or SPR, which resolved to march on the pathway of science, technology and innovation. The solutions to its many problems lay in the construction of infrastructure and trained manpower. The resolve translated into augmentation and expansion of university departments and colleges dedicated to train young scientists and diversification of scientific research institutions. These organizations helped in building a robust science and technology infrastructure in the country, rightly called the temples of modern India. Exemplary scientific and technical achievements placed India in a unique, enviable position amongst developing countries. The year 1971 proved to be a major turning point in the history of Indian science and technology when the Department of Science and Technology, popularly known with its acronym DST, came into being.
The Department of Science and Technology has been contributing in every possible domain, be it agriculture, astronomy, medical sciences, climate studies, and also promoting and supporting innovations and pushing areas like artificial intelligence and machine learning. In fact, the department is enabling the growth and development of every other department in the country by increasing capability in all areas of science and technology.
Its all-encompassing futuristic mandate and operative vision had the far-reaching impact in shaping Indian science and technology.
DST itself was formed in the year 1971 on May 3rd. You remember, India faced a huge crisis of food shortage. At that time, our Green Revolution happened, and Green Revolution changed India's food basket. Immediately following that, the government thought that science can provide solutions to the national problems.
DST is a pioneering center. It was the first scientific institution to be created. It's a product of Mr. C. Subramaniam's brilliant thinking.
DST has a very wide mandate. It covers everything from atoms to astrophysics, and it covers everything from basic sciences, building up research in higher education, to applied sciences, to translational sciences, to innovation, to technology development, to policies in science and technology, and the international connects.
Science has never got more important than now, because science has been giving solutions provided by the science and technology in the recent past, including during the pandemic. We have completed 50 years of DST in 2021, and India is also celebrating the 75th year of independence and marching towards the 100th year of Free India, the Amrit Kal. DST is committed to deliver mission programs on quantum technologies, mega projects for best agriculture, health sector, cyber security, geospatial mapping, artificial intelligence, and beyond.
This ever-expanding pool of knowledge required consistent focus on new and emerging areas. The new department was vested with the responsibility to encourage research, develop technologies, trigger innovation in all the areas and the sub-disciplines of science and technology in coordination with the concerned ministries and departments. The Department of Science and Technology today is the largest funding agency in the country in the area of S&T. It is mandated to undertake and financially sponsor scientific and technological surveys, research design and development, and it actively provides grants in aid to scientific research institutions, scientific associations, and professional bodies.
The Department of Science and Technology, as the name implies, would like to support research completely across and interdisciplinary. It will not support research in agriculture. It will support that also. And why do you need that? Why do you need this across spectrum? Because all these different barriers which we have created are barriers created by humans and not by nature. Whereas science and technology, as a ministry, doesn't care about these barriers. It looks at problems which investigators put up and what are the kinds of solutions they offer, whether they are basic or applied problems.
The country depends on the Department of Science and Technology for coordinating and evolving missions of national importance by bringing relevant scientific institutions together. This cannot be achieved without a National Management Information System for S&T. DST plays a pivotal role in maintaining the National Management Information System for S&T. Charity begins at home. Conscious of this fact, DST, while renovating its buildings, went in for clean energy installation for the entire campus. Instead of increasing the carbon footprint, the decision was taken to install solar panels. Matters concerning domestic technologies, including their commercialization, application of S&T for national security, building national institutional capacity, promotion of science and technology at the state, district and village level are part of the mandate of the department. Application of S&T for progress of weaker and disadvantaged sections of society, including women, has also been an important mandate over the years.
We were also interested in the grassroots innovations in our villages. The National Innovation Foundation came into existence in the year 2000, and today it is one of the major programs globally with several lakhs of young students and villagers taking part in this movement.
To fulfill its responsibility towards the nation and human progress, DST supports and encourages the whole gamut of the S&T ecosystem, which entails capacity building in cutting-edge research areas, translational research, technology development and deployment, innovations, startup ecosystems, and international collaborations. As the nation has progressed, investment into the STI system has more than doubled from about 2,900 crores in 2014-15 to 6,072 crores in 2021-22. The department has nurtured an array of diverse institutions under its direct supervision, and these are the Science and Engineering Research Board, or SERB, which manages and coordinates extramural R&D, Technology Development Board that promotes commercialization of indigenous technologies, 20 autonomous institutions which undertake research in specialized domains and provide scientific services, 5 professional bodies that promote science and engineering related activities, and 2 subordinate offices, the Survey of India and the National Atlas and Thematic Organization NATMO, which provides survey and mapping services. These institutions cover the entire spectrum of science, technology, and innovation. Scientific progress is fueled by new, bold initiatives and exploration of novel vistas. After 2014, the department has aligned its activities with the national agenda of the government towards Make in India, Startup India, Digital India, Swachh Bharat, Swasth Bharat.
I believe it is now time to take one more step forward. I wish to add Jai Anusandhan. Therefore, the slogan now becomes Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan, Jai Anusandhan.
The new initiatives include the Supercomputing Mission, Advanced Manufacturing Waste Management, Science and Technology of Yoga and Meditation Satyam, and the National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems. For a secure future, the country must identify, nurture and support young, bright, innovative minds. DST's efforts have made India a powerhouse of the brightest minds not only for the country but for the entire humanity. The flagship scheme, Inspire, was revamped to broaden the innovation pyramid and Million Minds Augmenting National Aspirations and Knowledge, Manak, and was launched in 2018. The program is directed to foster a culture of scientific innovation among school students of class 6 to class 10 every year. 10 lakh ideas are scouted from 5 lakh schools across the country in a financial year. 1 lakh top ideas are shortlisted for an Inspire Award of 5,000 each. The support system created by DST intensifies at the university level. Junior and senior research fellowships, research associateships, earlier career research programs in the country, and overseas doctoral and postdoctoral fellowships and teachers, associates for research excellence and expanding scientist and research base, a mobility scheme, etc., are not just hand-holding ventures. They are well thought out, empowering structures which have helped to overrun brain drain into brain gain. Creating and maintaining a scientific and technological ecosystem in universities and institutions of higher education is one of the most important objectives of the Department of Science and Technology. The program focuses on supporting interdisciplinary problems, solution-centric translational research, and increasing the scope for participation of industries and startups and new ideas aiming towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. It is no longer sufficient to conduct research jointly. Research must also be conducted within the strategic space of the networks. Therefore, to strengthen the international linkages and cement colleagueships, the Vajra faculty scheme was launched in January 2017. The aim is to institutionalize a strong international connect to the R&D ecosystem of India. The scheme offers adjunct, visiting faculty, positions to overseas scientists, faculty, R&D professional, including non-resident Indians, NRIs, and overseas Indian citizens, OCIs, to undertake high-quality collaborative research in public-funded academic and research institutions of India. Gender inequality in science and technology is a global anomaly. It needed to be addressed seriously. To reduce the gender imbalance, Kiran, or knowledge involvement in research advancement through nurturing, a women's exclusive scheme was launched with the mandate to bring gender parity in S&T through various mechanisms. Gender-sensitive schemes, Vigyan-Jyoti and Gati, have further opened up opportunities for women in science and technology. 600 ongoing projects and 122 new dedicated projects have immensely helped women to pursue a career in a congenial environment.
We are also empowering the women scientists. The programs such as the Wise Kiran has been launched a few years ago. Vigyan Jyoti was tested on limited scale and now we are scaling up. The Gati program, the Gender Advancement for Transforming Institutions, has been launched to implement a women charter in academic and R&D institutes.
Over the years, Science for Equity, Empowerment and Development programs have achieved significant breakthroughs in implementing sustainable technologies and innovative packages and have the potential for large-scale replication at the grassroots level. All these appropriate technologies have been developed with the help and active participation of stakeholders, which include scientific institutions, university departments, highly qualified scientists and technologists, grassroots organizations, scheduled castes, scheduled tribe communities, and women's groups.
DST has played a very remarkable role in bringing out special programs for women, be it women scientists, be it women entrepreneurs, or preparing them for alternate career paths. And of course, the whole program on entrepreneurship building, the vibrant ecosystem that they have built across the country, especially not just the women entrepreneurs, but the entire entrepreneurial ecosystem, has positioned India in a very, very important place in our whole innovation and entrepreneurial ecosystem that we have.
To spread the scientific temper and spirit of inquiry is a national resolve enshrined in the Constitution. In order to fulfill its constitutional duty, the department, since its inception, has focused on raising public understanding of science and scientific awareness levels of citizens, innovative large-scale training in science communication, incubation of thousands of science clubs, massive circulation of science exhibits and scientific artifacts, organizing science congresses for children, and large-scale science and technology popularization programs have yielded remarkable results in raising the scientific literacy levels of the public.
Since independence, India has placed a special emphasis on promotion of scientific temper. Our Constitution itself has enshrined this attitude as a fundamental duty. It is, thus, the duty of every citizen of India to develop the scientific temper.
DST, through its constituent institute, Vigyan Prasar, launched India Science, a 24/7 OTT internet-based channel. India Science platform is geared up to produce and live stream video content, documentaries, studio-based interviews and talk shows, outdoor shows, specially conceived programs, science magazines, R&D features, short films, bulletins and important scientific events organized in different parts of the country. Remarkably, within a period of few months, the platform has received 9.5 million hits.
The India Science Channel, which has been enabling an internet-based dedicated science channel and an hourly daily program on Doordarshan, has been launched in early 2019. Avsar scheme is yet another scheme we launched to make sure that the young scientists' writing skills increase and also enable the popularization of science so that more and more youngsters join research pursuits.
The mega facility for basic research programs includes support for the anti-proton and ion research fair at Darmstadt, Germany, experiments at the Large Hadron Collider at CERN, Geneva, the India-based Neutrino Observatory in Madurai, 30-meter telescope, Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory.
India is now a partner in the 30-meter telescope. There was also the supercomputer mission, which was approved at that time. There were other major missions which India took part in. The FAIR, which is an international high-energy physics mission, the Square Kilometer Array, other kinds of areas where many discussions took place. And these were all recently initiated. They had a long history. And so the entire department is composed of really top quality people who take these projects forward.
The department has a dedicated international cooperation division to negotiate, conclude and implement science, technology and innovation agreements between India and other countries. These international partnerships operate at 3 levels: bilateral, multilateral and regional cooperation and thematic cooperation. In various areas of S&T, India has entered into bilateral cooperation with 83 countries in the international arena. Indo-French Center for Promotion of Advanced Research, CEFIPRA, Indo-US Science and Technology Forum, IUSSTF, and the Indo-German Science and Technology Center, IGSTC, are the hallmark of India's stable and firmly anchored international friendship in almost all disciplines of science and technology. Besides other initiatives, the National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems, or ICPS, is an ambitious program with an outlay of Rs 3,660 crore for technology development in areas like artificial intelligence, robotics, sensors, big data analytics, geographical information systems, advanced material facilitating manufacturing via intervention of new products and services, creation of skilled young human resource at all levels, the development of startups, and the national mission will become a key contributor to economic growth. Recent initiatives to create a virtual network center for executing multi-institutional R&D projects are expected to catalyze many joint international ventures. The COVID pandemic hit the nation in the year 2020. DST, in cooperation with ICMR and DBT, rose to the occasion, identified the need and gaps to fight the scourge. DST not only inspired and funded research institutions across the country, but also supported organizations and production houses to come up with necessary scientific and technological solutions. The Department of Science and Technology of India continues to serve both the nation and humanity through its consistent, creative and futuristic vision, enabling the country to leapfrog into laudable positions in several domains of science, technology and innovations. With more than 110,000 publications, India is amongst the top 3 nations in terms of the number of publications in science citation journals as per the National Science Foundation Database 2018. With around 50,000 startups, India is today the 3rd largest startup economy. India has also featured within the top 50 innovative economies globally. The nation marches towards excellence in science and technology, and so does DST.
In the 50-year journey, the DST underwent self-transformation from that role of a catalyst to one of participative and proactive arm of the government to design and shape the Indian science and landscape. So there are several landmarks that have happened in the 50-year journey from the Department of Science and Technology.
DST is perhaps the most important and fundamental of all our ministries, because with it, anything can happen, and without it, nothing can happen. And so I wish it all the greatest success and a great additional 50 years.
It is no longer time to think about leapfrogging, but rather about pole vaulting. It is about bringing everybody together, working together with a shared purpose. And we do that, I haven't any doubt that we would be on top in no time at all.
The national aspirations and relevance will get more importance. We will try to re-energize our workforce and motivate them to rededicate themselves to be more productive.
The department, which has just celebrated its golden jubilee, would be able to meet the aspirations of the people of this country and also contribute in making India self-reliant, in keeping with Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's vision of Atma Nirbhar Bharat.